Hey, folks, just a friendly reminder that all shows on the Madness Comic Network are produced by their individual hosts and in no way reflect the opinions of the network as a whole. The statements in the following broadcast are not necessarily the opinions of the Madness Comic Network, its staff, sponsors, or contributors. This show is rated TVMA, as are all of them and all those other letters. Viewer discretion is highly advised. And, just do what Doc says. Read that again. Peace, everybody.
Do you have my espresso bean?
How'd you get out of prison?
Good lawyer. Enough, Doc. Where's my bean?
I don't have it.
Jimmy's been kidnapped. Help me, and I'll do anything.
What's in it for me?
Information about your mother.
Detective Mickey Potatoes is back, and this time the stakes are higher than ever. A priceless espresso bean is missing and a life is on the line. Join Mickey in an all-ages noir adventure packed with comedy, suspense, and heart. Support Detective Potatoes, Lord of the Bean on Kickstarter, and unlock exclusive rewards. Books, poker chips, minifigures, and more. Back the campaign today and help bring this thrilling mystery to life. Support independent storytelling. Support Detective Potatoes.
Flip City Magazine is just really pulling out all the stops, man. Your guys' production value of this magazine has gone insane. I mean, look at that. I mean, I remember when you guys, it was black and white. Even when it was black and white, I thought your quality was great. But damn, they just really stepping it up a notch. Look at this. James Corbett, boys. James Corbett.
Genuinely cutting. But also funny, and obviously just chaotic and very fun.
I love Flip City. It has brought new types of badassery and integrity to the print medium.
Welcome to another episode of Geekmen and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds. I am Dustin.
And I'm Zombie.
Indeed. Oh boy. So are you guys ready for another episode of Geekmen and the Masters of the Thunder Nerds? ADHD? No.
It's frickin' figures. That's
My
funny
brain
because I was going to do the
automatically-
exact same thing.
I know. I know. We were just talking about that too.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh,
we
geez.
were talking about looking forward ahead of time to Fridays, and I'm like, nope, it's Monday. It is Monday. My Friday, but you're Monday.
Yeah. So speaking of movies, for Friday, here is a preview of what we're going to be watching: Pumpkinhead and The Gate. So watch those. They're both on Tubi.
Back to the 80s.
Yeah, for sure. Back to the 80s, most definitely. And ironically, both of them are similarly themed, as it turns out. And it just is random happenstance because I was talking to Pumira and I'm like, yeah, hey, is there any movie on here that you want to see? Because she was on with us last Friday. And so she's like, yeah, Pumpkinhead. And then Zombie's like, yeah, I haven't seen The Gate, so that's one that piqued my interest. And so it's like the similarities and they basically are pretty much the same premises of sorts.
Well,
They
maybe
both,
a little bit.
well, yeah, they both involve a demon of sorts and stuff
yeah.
like that. So it is what it is. But yeah, so watch
We'll
those
make
and
those
come back.
comparisons on Friday.
Exactly. So watch those, come back on Friday, and hear us rants. They could be complete stinkers. I've never seen Pumpkinhead, and
Oh, it's definitely a cult classic.
and Zombie hasn't seen The Gate, so and I haven't seen The Gate, so we're in for a treat. It's either going to be a
Could
a
be
stinker?
a trick. It could be a treat. Hey!
Yeah, it could be a trick or it could be a treat. Exactly right. I mean, we like to go into the off the rails for Halloween and ramp into Halloween, since that's one of our favorite holidays. But we like to pick movies that aren't like the big three, so to speak, so that's what you're tuning in for at some point. But let's see here. Howdy to the chat, everybody. All right. So did you get anything in the mail recently?
I did. I'm actually wearing part of what I got in the mail.
Nice.
Figure Fight Club, if you're out there, I got it. He sent me this Great Legions t-shirt. It's got goblins on it.
Dig it.
They're a little closer,
Oh, I could do this.
There you go. It's a little big. It's a little big on me, but you know what? It's comfortable.
Yeah.
I believe this is a Retro Rags limited shirt. I believe that's who made this one.
Yeah.
I think. I could be wrong.
So, I don't
so many different designs out there because what they'll do is sometimes, like I know Lynn with Wolf King Customs, he'll do some shirts and they'll be in a special color. Hey, Pops, they'll be in a special color for whatever particular convention is going on. It's not always Legion's Con.
Yeah.
They go to, what is it, RetroCon. They do PowerCon when PowerCon happens.
Yeah.
So different conventions like that. Lynn will print some shirts up. Usually it's for the Cabal though, and they'll be in different colors.
Yeah.
So it could be like a bright green or
here's the one I got because I also received a package from him and where'd it go? Here it is. Yeah. So.
Yeah,
he sent me the Cabal shirt and this t-shirt. I did not think to wear it, but my wife came home and snatched it up immediately because she likes to wear my big t-shirts that have lots of room and space and whatnot. So
there you go. I also see you got one of the art prints. You got the Scarabus. I got the Decimus print. So yours is prints from a line that they made before Mythic Legions called Gothropolis. The Scarabus is actually like the main villain. Yours is the main villain of Gothropolis, and then the Raven here is like one of the, I guess he could be considered one of the heroes, but the anthropomorphic type of bird.
There we go.
Character. So that's really cool that he sent the shirt and the print. These were this is art from Nate Barch also. So he was doing art for them way back when for the Horsemen. I believe these were like freebies tossed in during the Gothropolis Birds Kickstarter. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's how I remember these getting released. Just a little fun little freebie that they tossed in for everybody if you like pledged for a figure or whatever.
It is.
Yeah. Nate does some awesome art. Let's see. That's I think the only thing that I got in the mail. Something I did find though was the Mountain Dew mystery flavor is out now.
I tried that as well.
Yeah. So what'd you think?
It was all right.
So what this is they usually come out with this around Halloween every year. Is a mystery flavor that is candy that you might have gotten as a kid when you've gone out trick-or-treating. It's always a mystery until it's either like Halloween or the day after Halloween they reveal what the flavor is, but it's always fun to guess what that flavor is. I don't remember what last year's flavor was, but either 2 or 3 years ago when they did this, it was a like a sweet tart type of flavor or whatever. But this one to me has kind of like vanilla undertones. Maybe like a cream soda almost kind of flavor to me, but there's still something else there. Like, I don't know. I can't place it. It's a familiar flavor. Like I've had this candy before.
To me, it tastes like Skittles.
See, I don't get that. And my kids said it was like a berry flavor, and I didn't. I don't come across berry to me. It's almost cream soda tasting, but there's something else there. I can't quite put my finger on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I picked up. I usually try to get a case of those just in good fun. Try them. Last year's, nobody liked last year's in this house, so it took me a while to go through that case.
Yeah, we didn't find a case. We just picked up a 20 ounce and and tried it. But yeah, it was okay. I feel like it tasted like Skittles. And that's what Pumara thought too. Thought it was very Skittles like. But I don't like cream soda, so I wouldn't have probably guessed that because I've never really had it other than to
I don't know. It's almost
turn my nose up at it.
Like, I know I wouldn't want a chocolate flavored Mountain Dew. I can't imagine what that would taste like, but it almost tastes like Milk Duds. I don't know if you've ever had Milk Duds, but those are like a little more caramel kind of tasting. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see for the reveal, what the flavor is, but it's always fun to guess,
Yeah, for sure. I don't know,
well, what about you? Did you get anything else other than the shirts that Figure Fight Club so graciously sent us out, along with the print?
Yeah. I opened this. Let me
get on screen.
I know. I'm working on it.
Oh, yeah. You cracked him open from his plastic prison.
Yep. He's got a Coogan. I was actually surprised about the articulation on his ankles. I figured it would just be straight boots, and sure enough, they're moving. He's a really well put together figure. I mean,
here's where my savant skills come in with the toys. Those boots were originally sculpted for a Mr. Freeze figure for the Batman Classics line before it became DC Superheroes under Mattel, and so the original one I believe, was a solid sculpted boot. There was no ankle articulation in it. And then when it carried over, because it got reuse in that DC Superheroes line, they made another Mr. Freeze and gave him that added ankle pivot. But then they put the top of the boot backwards, so it was turned around. So it was a mistake, but they never corrected it. And then when the Lex Luthor armor came out, they made sure, hey, that piece is supposed to be turned around, because like the way the armor is sculpted on that boot itself. So all the Mr. Freezes out there have their boots backwards. little knowledge drop on there for you.
Yeah. Little edumacation in your figure.
Yeah. Well, if there's nothing else, I'm going to get into some releases that's been teased and that's happened and is going to happen. First, I want to bring up. I mean, unless you had something else, did you want to?
No, I was just going to pull up this. Share screen. Share. Let me make sure it's on the screen.
Nope.
And...
Not yet. Oh, you're doing what I was going to do. I was going to get to this.
Yeah, I wanted to do this second. I wanted to talk about the other one first, but this is up and readily available. So
yeah,
it's Big Bad Toy Store's 25th anniversary.
Not just that, but this is Four Horsemen Day, as a matter of fact. Today is the day on the calendar where they filed for their business title, Four Horsemen Studios. So today is also the 25th anniversary for the Four Horsemen.
Nice. Well, to celebrate, they released a figure that's exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store, I believe.
Yes.
And are you able to see this?
Yes.
Still? Okay.
Yeah. So what we're looking at here is basically, I brought out my Arachagore here off to my side. He's not on camera yet. It's a repaint of that figure. So we've seen this figure before. Yeah, right here.
Yeah.
This is him. So we've seen that figure before. Go ahead and bring the Black Dragon back up. What's his name? Stravos or Stravos or I don't.
How do I do this?
I don't remember. Yeah, here we go. So
Arachagore, I believe. No.
Arachagore is the blue one.
Arachagore is the one you have. It's Stavros. The Unwavering.
Yeah. So it's basically the same figure, different paint job, but this exclusive version comes with soft goods.
Mm-hmm.
And they're wired, of course. They're always going to be wired from the Four Horsemen going forward, I believe.
Yeah.
I honestly saw this coming. I knew that they were going to eventually do a Black Dragon in this this mold here.
And this red is absolutely freaking gorgeous.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be kind of the same finish as what the Tusk Pilot from Cosmic Legions has. It looks very similar to that to me. I'd be very surprised if it's not. But everybody loved that red, that rich red metallic color on that figure. I'm really betting that that's what that finish is going to be with this.
I mean, that just looks insane.
Yeah, that's definitely cool. I'll be honest with you, whenever they showed Arachagore for the first time, the blue one, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to get another one of those figures and paint it black. But I'm going, I'm going to wait and see what they do. If they never do one, then I'll do one. So, But this is available exclusively through Big Bad Toy Store. You are correct with that. Love that shot. As a matter of fact, Jeremy Gerard, their president of marketing and sales, I guess is his title. I don't know. I'm getting that wrong, I think. Anyway, he designed the symbol that is on the torso, on that tunic, and it is a stylized version of the initials for Big Bad Toy Store. So you got 2 B's, the T, and the S in there.
Okay, see, I was thinking that, but
Yes.
I could not
So
figure it out. My brain couldn't wrap around it.
can you zoom in on that? Zoom in on that torso there. Yeah, so if you look, the 2 sides of it are 2 B's put together. The T is behind it, and then that symbol square dab in the middle, that's your S. That little strange square with the line through it, yeah.
That.
So,
okay.
You see it?
Yeah, big, bad.
And then the T's behind it.
Toy
Right.
store. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
I love little puzzles like that too. As soon as he said that, because he did a whole write-up on it, I'm looking at it and I'm going, okay, I gotta crack this. I've gotta see what he sees, how he did that. So I'm like, got it.
Yeah. I love this shot. It's so cool.
That's an excellent shot. I may have to steal that and put that as my wallpaper up for my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect size right there. There we go. But
Yeah.
Available at Big Bad Toy Store. He is $80. It is a pre-order. So if you use the way that Big Bad Toy Store kind of operates, unless they've changed that, if you use PayPal to pay for that, they're going to take the funds immediately. But if you put it on a credit card, it's like a reserve. You're not getting charged right away until these are in hand. And these aren't going to be available until the first quarter of next year, 2025. So you've got time before that charge goes in, but this pre-order is only for like a month. It's going to be open for a month, and then they're going to close that pre-order. So it's not going to pre-sale out. This kind of operates how one of the pre-orders for the Full Horseman kind of operate. You get your pre-order in for however many you're going to need, and those are going to be the ones that are guaranteed to get made. They may make a few extra to have in stock. It'd be foolish of them not to, because there's going to be a lot of people that are going to go, oh yeah, it looks cool, but I'll wait to see it in hand. I'll wait for reviewers to get it or whatever. And then they'll pick themselves because they missed it. No, there's probably going to be a limited stock available after pre-orders have closed. But again, that's not going to happen until first quarter next year. But I feel like that one is pretty much going to be like one of those pre-orders that's made on demand. But yeah, I read that somewhere that pre-order is going to be for a month.
Yeah.
And then here's the other big news that broke. I told you last Monday, hey, there's a figure Obscura coming. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Spooky season's on the horizon, and they're going to want these figures in fans' hands before Halloween.
And this is such a good figure, too.
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot of contention for this figure and fans that do not like it because they are so used to seeing the Universal Monsters version of Frankenstein. Yeah. This version is based off of Mary Shelley's novel, Frankenstein. So if you've read that book, you're familiar with it. A lot of cues on this figure that they used from that book, you're going to pick up on, like the yellowish tint of his skin and stuff like that. He's much in the novel. He's much more complex than just the mindless, mumbling, brain dead idiot from Universal's movies.
Right.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest Frankenstein fan, but I really like this figure. All the accessories that he comes with too.
Just the accessories alone are amazing.
Lab equipment.
Yeah, he comes with all of this stuff here.
And this was a $70 figure. Of course, right now they're all sold out. The drop happened Saturday.
Yeah.
What they do with Figure Obscura is on a Friday they announce, hey, there's a Figure Obscura coming, and it's for all intents and purposes, a obscure kind of picture where there's clues there. And for this one, it was a purple background with lightning streaks across it.
Yeah.
And people,
very much like this.
Yeah, very much like that. And they put the Figura Obscura key symbol around one of the lightnings, which prompted a lot of people to, and this one just I'm still stumped on how people came up with why they would make a figure of Benjamin Franklin. Like, oh yeah, because he had the kite string with the key. It's like, no, the key is the brand symbol for Figura Obscura. Like, you're missing something here.
Yeah.
And of course, there's a lot of people that were like, oh, it's got to be Frankenstein. It's got to be Frankenstein,
Yeah.
And a lot of them were correct with this one. My hopes was more along the lines of Frankenstein himself, not the creature, whereas this is the creature, Frankenstein himself. I was hoping for that Eric Treadaway figure in the visage of Victor Frankenstein from his old McFarlane Monsters playset.
Right.
But, maybe sometime in the future. He may never do that. I don't know. But I'm really digging this figure. The more time that has passed and the more that I've got to see it, I'm really, really appreciating it a lot more. What do you think about this?
I absolutely love it. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. I wish I had gotten it, but I mean, just for these items alone, the extras alone are enough. Like, imagination could be put into it if you wanted to set up a dio piece. Like, I have another figure. It's a Joker figure, and here's and he has a lot of tools and forceps and things like that could be laid out on this, and then you could have whoever you want tied up in this thing, in this operating table, and Joker could be in there and being like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and it's just like the possibilities are endless.
Oh yeah, for sure. All the dio pieces that they're including with Figura Obscura stuff now is absolutely phenomenal. And like you were talking about, they don't just have to be used with this figure. Right. If you're into taking pictures or whatever, they're perfect pieces to put in the background or the foreground of what, if you've got some laboratory or surgical setup, like you were just talking about with the Joker. They work across multiple lines.
Yep.
I love that they're doing that now.
Absolutely. that for that reason alone is one thing that I wish I had gotten in on. But hooey.
So which Joker figure, you got me curious now. Which Joker figure do you have that you're talking about that comes with all of that stuff?
Hang on. I'll show you.
Yeah, no, those Figura Obscura drops are always crazy. Some people love them, some people hate them. But I so far it's been a win every single release. Oh, you do have that one. Oh my God. I didn't know you had this Joker. I wanted this one and I missed my chance to get it.
Gotham by Gaslight Joker.
Yes.
And he's got this awesome hat, and in his briefcase he has all of his tools. Let's see if I can.
Yes. See, that's perfect.
It would be so awesome to like lay all those instruments on the platter thing, the whatever, the doctor table, and it's just like, oh, he could be like he as he's standing over Batman or Catwoman or whoever you want, and he'd be like hey. And he's got these awesome bloody hands.
Yes. This figure, the reason why I wanted it is it had such like that Jack the Ripper type of feel to it with the petticoat, the hat, and all the surgical tools. I'm like, oh, that's not too far from one.
Yeah. I mean,
it sounds to me like with this Figura Obscura release, you're more into the dio pieces than the creature himself.
That's a fair assessment, but I mean, I wouldn't. I would still love the figure in general. Like, he's just a cool figure, and I don't know, but I definitely am envious of the dio pieces for sure. Let's see.
Well, I might be able to get you some of those Dio pieces. We'll see. I might know a guy.
Ooh, I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah, it's good to know the guy who knows a guy.
Right.
No,
Sometimes
like I
it
was
works
saying with the figure obscure releases. So they tease on the Friday, and then of course the cabals explode with guesses. You know, they try to direct people to the figura obscura cabal, but everybody goes immediately to the Mythic Legions cabal because it's more active, of course. But yeah, it's always fun to see how people think, you know, like, what do you think that could be?
Hey, what's up, Pops?
Hey, Pops.
Just keep talking, Zombie. I'm not going to cut you off mid-sentence.
But then what they do is that release happens on Saturday, the following day, and they do two kind of time frames that they do this in. The first one is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and they offer stuff like all-ins, and that comes with that awesome tankard mug that you saw. There's an enamel pin.
Yeah.
You get the figure. Is there something else that comes with
cup.
it? I'm not sure. Well, yeah, the cup. The cup.
There's a cup, but there was another coffee mug type cup.
Well, no,
the key.
Yeah, there's usually just the one cup. But anyway, and so the all-ins, you get all of that for a special price, which always sell out super fast because everybody's loves all those extra stuff. The figure itself, they usually run around $70, which is what this one was. Even with all of that stuff that it came with, it was still a $70 release, which is, I mean, great. And he comes with soft good trousers, pants, sort of deal. So you even get soft goods with this release. So that first release, that first drop happens. Sometimes they sell out, sometimes they don't, sometimes they go through. Okay, the shirts are not included with the all-in. You do have to get those separately from Retro Racks. Yeah. So, but yeah, there's, and it's a coffee cup, it's a tankard type of style type of thing. They don't always come with coffee cups. Sometimes they come with like a tumbler, like the Monkey King came with a tumbler.
Yeah.
But then they do this second release later in the evening for us. It's like 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, something like that.
Right.
And that's for the people on the other side of the world that were asleep during the first release. So they give them a fair shot if they want these releases like this. And these are in-stock items. They're not pre-order. So once they're gone, they're gone. They might have some at some of the conventions that they go to, if you go to them whenever either the horsemen themselves are there or if like their street team that they usually do, that where the horsemen aren't there, but they have representatives they trust, and you get, you know, all those great horseman figures that they make at, you know, the show prices versus retail, which is always a little bit cheaper. Sometimes they have those figura obscura releases, not always though. So it kind of depends on how far away from New Jersey, from their headquarters are, that convention is that they go to. So there's always another chance to get them, even though they say sold out on the website. So what's up, Pops? What you doing?
I wanted to crash your party. First, I have a question for both of you.
Okay.
I want to add this show to the Pilled lineup starting next week.
Okay.
I got to know it's okay with you guys before I move shows. You know, I mean,
yeah,
it's what I do.
I don't know what that means, but Dustin's all for it. So go ahead.
It's just another, it's another platform like YouTube, but it's on Pilled.
Oh, okay. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I hadn't either until I checked it out, and it's like lots of interaction. I think you guys will like, you know, I mean, obviously I'll have to monitor the Pilled chat on the side or show you guys how to monitor both chats, you know.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, because I for the Three Beermen episode that you were looking at, I mean, they're pulling up comments that I did not see.
Them all over the place. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just like, huh.
Cos can pull them off of everywhere. man, and show him during his show. He can pull them from everywhere. I don't have all that expertise, but I can shrink the one screen, like the StreamYard screen, a little bit and leave room on the side and have the Pilled chat there. So I can see both chats, everything in StreamYard, and I can see everything in Pilled. Nice. I won't be able to put the Pilled stuff up on the screen, but I can still acknowledge it. You know what I mean? I mean, I can somehow, at least I can talk to them people over there through the chat. You know what I mean? I can still acknowledge what's going on over there, but we'll get it figured out. Cos, like I said, he knows how to do all that, and he'll teach me. We're having a good time. I'm having a good time with that. But I think we got I think we're going to take like 13 hours of programming over there for the first few weeks, see how it goes, and just go on the free tier. Yeah. If we're getting like good love, then bump that up, baby, and take everybody who wants to go over there. Nice. I did have a couple of things I wanted to show you because I didn't want to crash the show without stuff to show off, right?
Oh, I remember that.
Do you remember the Earth X Venom?
Oh, that's cool.
It's got boobs.
The Toy Fair exclusive series too. That's impressive. That's going way back.
I got that for $5 at a con last year.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a little bit. I mean, it's got a couple dings on the packaging, but it's overall in pretty good shape. Yeah. Now, really, really old school.
Hey, Grey Wolf.
Really, really old school. Do you remember these?
Whoa. No, I do not.
Little teeny tiny turtles, bro.
That's crazy.
We still have some of these in the package.
Really?
Yeah. Little teeny tiny turtles, man.
That's insane.
I got a raft over there with a little size.
Yeah.
And then my grandkids, they made a Jedi Pops Lego.
Ooh, nice.
They're all getting in. They have fun too. I mean? We all have fun together. Yeah. But it's funny because somebody was talking to me. I think it was Bruce. He was talking about these collector boxes. All the one designer comic boxes. Now they got all the nice logos and shit on them, and I'm like, I got some that are better than that. He's like, what do you mean? Man, I used to give when the grandkids were little, I'd give them the box before I put it together and let them draw on it. Oh. I got to see that my granddaughter drew Thor and an Avengers Quinjet on the top of one of my comic boxes, and I got stuff that I get to, is special to me. Yeah, not just what I mean. It's like they drew one that's got all the X-Men on it. It's like all the kids drew on that one. Yeah. So it's like, I mean, dude, have fun with your kids. Look, if we don't have a next generation of comic fans, we're not going to have a next generation of comic creators.
Right.
That's right.
And there won't be action figures or not because nobody will be doing anything. Always want new, always want more, always want better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just talked to my daughter, my oldest daughter today. I told her I'm going to need your help painting stuff because I'm getting behind. I can't keep up. So I'm going to start getting her to paint with me.
Pay him. Teach him the value of a good day's work.
Yep.
No, I can't get them to do anything for money, but every now and then they come down and surprise me. Well, I mean, like I buy them sketchbooks, stuff like that. And like every now and then the oldest granddaughter will grab me and she'll be like, Grandpa, look, and she'll start paging through that thing. And I'm like, I'm so proud of that.
You're right.
You know what I mean? Because I want them to be involved in this.
Yeah.
My oldest grandson, he talks about wanting to take this thing over when I'm gone. So, I mean, that's what, I want my grandkids involved. I want them to like what we do. And you should do, man. Get your kids involved in this kind of stuff.
My kids already have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, well, see, I wanted to do that, but it's not my son, it's my grandson. The parent has to make that call, right? because him and his cousins and stuff, they all play games, Fortnite and stuff together online. And I'm like, dude, I'd love to put them on, just let them go crazy with a channel of their own.
Yeah.
Or at least one show a week or something.
Yeah.
Got to get the young kids involved. I really do want a kid show somewhere along in the madness as well. Something that we can say is made for kids, because you always have to click that stupid thing that says, no, it's not made for kids, because somebody might drop an F-bomb or something. Right.
That's me.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. But I don't want to totally like overturn your show or anything, but I did want to make sure it was cool. We bring you the pill next week, starting Monday night. I think we're gonna start the whole thing with Killer Karen on Friday.
Okay.
And then I'll do a Freewheeling Friday show, which I don't even think I have a guest for Freewheeling Friday next week. I will be on the road too. Yeah, I got no guest, and I'll be on the road this weekend. So yeah, I'll be launching on Pill from a different location and everything. It's going to be a busy week. But I gotta get rolling.
Yeah.
I can't just sit here waiting, trying to figure out what we're gonna do. No, just put together a lineup and start rolling shit over there. So
yeah,
Friday night, Killer Karen on Pilled. And then we're just gonna start rolling out regular programming. At least a show or two a day over there.
That's cool.
So appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are amazing. Keep doing what you do. And I'll be out there watching.
All right.
All right.
All right. Well, okay. So you have this other window up.
Yeah.
The thing you wanted to share?
Yeah, I got a different type of dragon. You'll have to bring that up. Yeah, there you go. This is kind of a sneak peek at the Maestro Union dragon that we've shown here on the show before, but it was just all gray, like a prototype. It still doesn't look like it has the articulation cut put into it yet, so this is still just like the prototype sculpt for it. But you get an idea about this kind of where they're going to go with their colorway, so it's kind of a pale dragon. Let me bring up the other picture.
Maestro Union. I don't think I'm following them yet.
Bear with me here. Yeah, they're on Instagram. You can look up Maestro Union, and they have updates. But yeah, here's a side view of it. So there's detail into it. Let me get real close here, so you can see a little bit better there. So it's interesting. I probably wouldn't have went as light as that myself, but I mean, it's still cool. I mean, and it's going to be tall. So if you've got any of those Maestro Union figures already, this one's definitely going to be taller, I believe.
That's insane.
Another shot there. I mean, I could just see me wanting to get one of these and painting him green like Shinron.
Yeah. For sure.
Because it's definitely it's a long-bodied style dragon,
Yeah,
so,
it's like more like a snake-like thing.
Right. And that's not the only thing that they're making. Here's another figure that they're going. This is from Fist of the North Star.
Interesting.
So if you're familiar with that anime, here's the main hero from that line.
Huh.
So again, this does not have articulation cut in from the looks of it. So this is still just a prototype kind of paint master that they're going to go off of whenever they make the figures, which is cool. I mean, not really my thing. Fist of the North
I've
Star,
never seen the anime, so.
Yeah. Not this anime, maybe, but you've seen.
Yeah, no, not that anime.
Yeah. So.
It's one of those things where it's like, if I'm into the anime, then it's just like, oh my gosh, I need all of it. But
I want to go back to another thing here that we've had on the show before.
Yeah.
Make sure it's up. Yep, Brutal Realm. Here we go. Let me close those windows. So Brutal Realm here, and I'm coming here to give updates through their updates.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go down a couple because we've brought up this update before.
Oh, I want one so bad.
Yeah, there's their Black Panther for their Primal Realm subset. And then below it was their Monkey King that they did. Zoom out. So one of the updates here is on this Monkey King head. So look at this head real quick. Try to remember it. And I'm going to back up and go up a couple of updates because they dropped another update today with an update for the look of the Monkey King head. So obviously they got rid of that, tall, spiky hair. They've went a little more streamlined with the look.
Yeah.
So this is the new update for the Monkey King head. And it goes into talking about backer kit, when to expect that. They are trying to update the base body for their figures. They've reduced slightly the mass of the torsos.
Yeah.
For better range of motion, which is always a good thing. Because those figures moved crazy before. I can only imagine how they're going to move now with all this improvement to articulation that they've done. They've gone a different direction with this guy here for his coloration on the armor.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a little less shiny than what they originally wanted to do. Because at one point they were talking about vac metal.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, here's some more updates for the wolf.
I love it.
Of course.
So apparently we do have a fan of that dude Ken. Says he looks awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. It's very true to the source material, if you ask me. I mean, it looks like it. If you're a fan of Fist of the North Star, you absolutely know just looking at the figure who that is, where it's from.
Yeah.
They've done a really good job. Now there has been some Fist of the North Star figures years ago. They don't anywhere near as good as the new ones that Maestro Union is going to be doing. Here's another portrait for one of the Amazon warriors that they're going to be offering.
Absolutely beautiful.
And the whole thing about backer kit, the reason why it's held up is because of those updates that they're trying to do. They're trying to really dial in the details before they offer the backer kit to really finalize the number for production runs, which if you pledge to this Kickstarter, you will get an email when backer kit is open. And backer kit is separate from Kickstarter, but it's still kind of connected. So you're going to log in, I think, with different credentials than Kickstarter itself. So if you're not already a member of backer kit, it'll put you through the prompts to, create a username and password and all that stuff. And it'll get you to where you got to go. And then you can add to your pledge, to your original pledge. If you were only able to pledge for one figure that go around, you can add to your pledge for more figures, more accessory packs or what have you.
Yeah.
So not all is lost. If you know somebody that got in on this Kickstarter, but you missed it, hop on in with their backer kit. Tell your buddy, hey, let me send you some money. Here's what I want. Put this with your order so that I can get what I want here.
Yeah.
Their other updates. Yeah. Their other update was about the female build, I believe, somewhere. Because I wanted to... Yes, right here. Here we go. They're working on the sculpt for that because we only saw the concept art for the build. So they're dialing in the details on these as well. All those portraits that they're making for those extra figures are just gorgeous.
I know.
They're really doing a good job with these.
And it's weird because, I want to marry all of them.
And then this one is a comparison, I believe, of the old body versus the new. So if you look closely, you can see some of those differences.
Yeah.
The biggest being, if you look at the thighs, there's a thigh cut on one and there's no thigh cut on the other. I believe the one on the right is the newer, updated sculpt. So there's going to be even more articulation in them than what we've seen previously.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm frozen. What happened? Okay. So the arms have changed. Before, around where the bicep and shoulder area was, it was just a straight cut. So now they've formed it more so around the muscles to be a little more natural looking. So that's always a good call. I don't know why my arrow's not working right there. And I just drag it. Yeah. And then, of course, this was, they're showing just the stoic type of portrait for that Black Panther that they're going to do.
Yeah.
Ooh. Too far. Yeah, there's this guy again. I think they're pretty much saying, we're having to make a few changes to this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, always good stuff. So I can't wait for that. Going back to that arrow, trying to use it and it won't work. I don't know what I did. Always good to hear from these guys.
Yeah.
You get them back on the show sometime soon.
Yeah, I love these guys. And I mean, they are just chef's kiss. It's perfection. So Slasher McSplitter says there's an awesome McFarlane Sergeant Rock that just came out. They made them all green like the old tiny army guys.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of that one. I haven't seen it in person myself. But yeah, it's always interesting to see, because it's fully articulated figure, but it's all green like those old army men were.
Yeah. It's funny.
Makes a lot more sense than all gold or all silver. I don't know what McFarlane's obsession is with re-releasing his figures all gold and all silver.
I don't get it.
I know we haven't talked about it. His Kickstarter, he even released like a pewter version of that medieval Spawn, which I didn't pledge anything to that Kickstarter. I totally forgot about it, so I'm not getting a medieval Spawn.
Well, and when it comes down to it, it's really like, do you give money to people that already have it and could technically foot the bill themselves, or do you put it into something like Brutal Realm, where they're indie and like very much need the money and need this to go well. So
I always love supporting those independent producers of figures and stuff like that.
He just stealing really old ideas, guys.
Right.
Oh yeah,
a whole bunch of these gold Star Wars figures, bunch of them.
Yeah, when did those come out?
Jeez, when did this come out? Hold on, I'll probably have to put glasses on to tell you. Hold on.
That medieval Spawn, and this is probably the last thing I'm going to say about it.
Well, yes, I didn't need glasses. It's right there, 1983.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, 83.
And yeah, I got like 4 different sets. Got the R2 and
Chewbacca, C-3PO,
and Luke and Leia and Darth and a Stormtrooper.
Nice.
4 sets. But yeah, man, it's like he just capitalizing on old ideas. Leave Todd alone, Tom.
I never liked those solid color weird things.
I mean, it's not like you're gonna play with them.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the problem with it. It's a collectible. It's not a toy.
Right.
And as long as people differentiate between the two.
Yeah.
This ain't something you're gonna give to the kids to play with, right?
No.
Right.
Yeah. All right. My 2 cents. See ya.
Slasher's comment.
Oh, hang on. Hey,
Figure Fight Club. Hey,
how's it going?
I got it on. I'm wearing it.
I showed mine earlier. Sorry. You'll have to catch it on the replay. But thank you very much for that, by the way.
Yeah. Thank you. Very cool.
Makes sense. Makes sense. He says, "I'm sorry, I'm late. I was hanging with the missus." Yep.
Yeah.
So to go back to what Slasher said, the only one I really like is the Superman statue with the eagle on his arm. I dig it because it is actually from the comics, and that is something. The only one that I wanted to get from that line was that figure. Exactly. It's like,
and see
that would
makes
be awesome.
sense. That one makes sense, you know.
But anyway.
But yeah, no. To me, that medieval Spawn, he just, I don't know. He was packed with detail. I'll give him that. But it just looked too skinny. It just, I don't know. Like I saw like a mass release of a medieval Spawn figure, just hanging out in the electronics section at Walmart, and it almost kind of looked a little bit better than the Kickstarter one. So again, the one you want is probably it's not as detailed as with the paint and everything. The sculpt is there, so if you know somebody that can sling some paint,
I'm still satisfied with this one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, just like during that original Kickstarter for the Spawn, like that Mortal Kombat Spawn is an excellent Spawn figure.
It is.
It moves better than the Kickstarter Spawn.
Yeah, way better. And you can pick up awesome guns for it from third party people like we did. But I haven't even painted this yet, and it looks awesome. So
yeah, I mean, if you get the right type of print and the right type of material, you don't even really need to paint it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I didn't jump in on that one. I kind of forgot. I would have liked to gotten the black version, but it is what it is. I'm not that worried about it. I've got other pre-orders I've got to worry about, like that dragon from today. I got my pre-order in, but I keep seeing Maestro Union talk about that the Veteran William repaint for the Monster Force is coming out any day, and I keep waiting for that email from Big Bad Toy Store. Hey, we got to charge you. So I keep waiting for that. 5K just said like last week, hey, the Sharks are about to wrap up production. So that's going to be any day now. We're going to get that update. Hey, the Sharks are on the water. Those are coming.
Let's see.
I got pre-orders to worry about. I can't be dropping money on a $2 million campaign for Spawn.
Right.
Todd don't need my help. I can't believe it went that high, though. That was crazy.
It blows my mind, especially when there's people like Brutal Realm having
I know
freaking insane articulation. It is just like you want to invest in this statue that's mass made and is going to be taken care of, funded easily, no problem. Or you could do this. And it's just like, that is what I want.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it comes down to, everybody doesn't watch every show where everybody's talking about it, so you've always got those fans that have come up into it that they're always late going, oh my God, I didn't know about these.
Yeah.
Like with the other figures we were talking about with Figure Fight Club last week, Zex-Ray, or I don't know how you say that. Like, I don't know how I missed those figures. Like, I knew about them, but like I didn't know where to go to buy them. It was very confusing to me at the time. Of course, I was going through a lot of stuff at the time too.
Still are.
It's a lot more back then.
Yeah,
I got a little better handle on things right now than I did, 2-3 years ago. I'm not going into that story. But I could probably put the blame on one individual that I'm not going to name on this show. I'm not going to name. Is he who will not be named. I can put the blame all on him because he was shit talking. So I think that's what did it. Like, I didn't really pay attention to that line until it was too late and you couldn't get them anymore. And people were going, these figures are great.
Yeah. I have one. And I'm one that I don't, it's somewhere in there, but I already dove in there once for this guy. which was justification enough. So
yeah,
I don't feel like ripping that one out.
You could have just said, "Oh yeah, it's the Mezco one," and I'd have instantly known which one because that's the one I had in my head.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you might have had the one that you actually picked up in your head.
Yeah, the one you sent me. No. I knew about that one, but that Gotham by Gaslight Joker was.
I didn't know. I couldn't remember what it was called.
Yeah,
and it was stuck in my head, but. When I got it out, I was just like, "Oh yeah, Gaslight."
There's so much stuff that I miss.
Oh yeah, totally. And like I've said, I know Super 7 isn't popular for a lot of folks, and they might not have the best figure and the articulation and all that stuff, but they are favorites of mine from childhood, and that's how I'm justifying it.
Right.
And
that's fine. That's great. That's what you love. And I love that for you, that you're getting those.
Yeah, and I mean, good grief. This figure alone is just like Chilla. Oh, I love it. And so I mean, I get it. I would much rather put my money into things like Brutal Realm and things like that. But I have to focus on getting these items that I've wanted my entire life.
Right.
And just either I didn't have the money for these back in the day. I only got 2 of my own and then had to pick up others from aftermarket and whatnot. And so they didn't even have all the figures that they're making now. So
right.
Like Chilla, this is the first time ever Chilla, and first time ever for the Lunatax as well. So it's just those were my favorite villains, so I feel like I have to have those.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I digress.
Yeah, Figure Fight Club's dropping bombs over here in the comments. Yeah, the female Bernice was his figure of the year for 2022, rightfully so. Gorgeous figure. Oh, I'm still heartbroken. I don't have one.
Yeah, I know. Me too. It's weird because out of those figures that were out, that was one that I was like, oh man, I really want that one.
When they dropped her, it was like that's the it figure. Like that was on everybody's list of must-have figures.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out about it too late. But yeah.
Hey Matt.
He also says the Gaslight Joker is awesome.
Yeah.
He used that body to make a Mad Hatter. Oh, interesting.
Okay.
That's a good call, actually.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, I remember watching the Batman cartoon, and there was a Mad Hatter villain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
I
totally
see that. Yeah, I totally see it.
Yep. Oh, you know what? I did get something else. I totally forgot. Thinking about that Joker figure and what I said earlier about the aspect of it reminding me of like Jack the Ripper. Let me get my board out here. I totally spaced on these. I did get something else in the mail. So a little impromptu what's in the box here at the end. I got this from Von Burke Studios. He makes third-party pieces for, Mythic Legions.
Yeah.
You probably could have guessed that. No, go check out his website, though. VonBurkeStudios.com. I love his style. It's very gothic type of stuff. I haven't even taken these out of the bag yet, but it's a Plague Doctor head.
Yes.
So this is the second time, and it's got a removable hat. So this is the second time he's done a Plague Doctor head sculpt. This one will fit more so on this the 1.0 body size.
Okay.
So I've got a repaint of Jacob Marley coming. So So I'm gonna have a plague doctor.
Yeah.
But I also picked up an extra hat. So because this is gonna go for another special project of mine. So there's 3D printed.
Yeah.
So there's the hat for the plague doctor.
Love it.
Really cool. And then I also picked up this really cool, like it's like a mini crossbow.
Oh wow!
Like a pistol crossbow.
Yeah.
But it's got a skull face on it.
Yeah.
That's probably there. We go. It's kind of sort of you can see that.
Yeah, I see it.
But yeah, I've got a character that's gonna fit right in on another future custom. Oddly enough, he's gonna get this hat too. So. Yeah. Stay tuned to find out what that is. Hopefully, I can finish that by October. Of course, that's a personal project. I try to put personal projects on the back burner if I've got a bunch of commissions that I got to finish, which I do. But this one, I'm gonna have to make an exception for. But yeah, and he always sends cool little stickers. That's his latest one.
Yeah.
Speaking of stickers, I don't know if I showed this last week, but I did. I did do another sticker design.
Yeah, love it.
A little paint palette, paintbrush, Zombie 13 custom sticker. So add that to the collection. I usually send those out anytime, like if I do a trade or if I send somebody a gift or whatever, or if they buy something. I always do that.
Hey. All right, so that's cool. Matt's 25% away from our goal on this Kickstarter. Yeah, that's awesome.
There's a little link there for that Kickstarter. Which Kickstarter is this?
I have to look because I don't remember. There's so many things going on the network that I don't recall everyone.
I know there's so much, and it's still growing. It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
Oh, he says no. What's he saying?
Yeah.
No
so what's he saying no to? $10 away from. Oh, okay. From 25% of our goal.
Oh, okay.
$10 away. Okay. Well, either way, that's awesome.
Drop us the name for that Kickstarter? What's something searchable?
Yeah, it's the Night Slayers.
The Night Slayers.
That it just showed off in the beginning.
In the intro. Right. Gotcha.
I knew it was somewhere. That's why
I'm connecting the dots. Gotcha. Yeah, go back that one too. That's another good Kickstarter. So much stuff on Kickstarter that's just absolutely great stuff.
Yeah.
Give those independent artists a shot,
Yep, for sure.
Everybody loves all the mainstream stuff. I mean, even I've got some on the shelves up here behind me, but I mean, the independent's really where it's at lately. These past few years, just been taken off with so much great stuff.
Yeah, everything from indie toys to indie comics to,
Yeah. And there's kind of a safety net, and this happens more so like with the toy aspect. Like if Big Bad Toy Store gets involved and they offer stuff that, they themselves put money into a Kickstarter or whatever, if you're not comfortable with backing a Kickstarter, it might be, say, your first Kickstarter or whatever. You're not real comfortable with the fact that maybe this stuff might not get made. So with Kickstarter, they do take that money at the end of the campaign as long as their funding goal is met. But with places like Big Bad Toy Store, you can put that pre-order in for those figures and you won't get charged if they never get made. Like if these people just cut and run, which has happened in the past.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Maybe I should do a little highlight on a future show for a couple that I got burned on. So I was a little gun shy after that with Kickstarter, even for myself. And I love supporting those independent artists with things. But it really made me take a step back and go, okay, not everybody can be trusted with something like this. So So there is kind of a safety net for those of you that aren't really familiar with Kickstarter or might not really be as trusting, and there is another option for you. Even with the Brutal Realm right now, if you didn't back the Kickstarter, you can still go to Big Bad Toy Store and pre-order those figures. So you can go there and get those.
Yeah.
You'll get them a little bit later than what the backers did, and they're not as cheap, but they are still there.
Yeah.
So you didn't completely miss out unless they sell out of a particular one, because that's just the popular one.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's always another option, you know. And like I said, if you've got friends, go hit them up. Say, hey,
sure.
You know, I know you back that. You know, let me get in on your backer kit.
Yep.
Let's
For
see.
sure.
I want to bring up one more time here. Let me go back into share screen before we wrap things up. What's he saying?
Okay, so I started paid ads today on Facebook. So far, only result that one pledge mysteriously disappeared.
Well, that's strange.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Add to stage.
Yep. So before we go, I want to bring this guy back up again. So he is Stavros, the Unwavering, and available at Big Bad Toy Store.
Mm-hmm.
Pre-order right now. You can pre-order, get your reserve in right now. Don't wait, because it's going to be closed in a month.
Yeah.
You're not going to be charged until he's in stock and they're ready to ship, so you don't have to worry about that, okay? It's Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
This figure's coming out. It's going to get made. It's a guarantee.
Excuse me.
Just an awesome looking figure, and they're massive.
Can you imagine how difficult it will be to paint match that red?
Oh, I've done it.
This red.
Wait, what are you looking at? The red on him?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, absolutely. I'm so sure of this. I can bet money on it. That is the same red color that they used on the Tusk pilot for Cosmic.
Oh.
Absolutely. And I know how to match that paint. So,
okay.
So I can do it.
I was thinking Tusk pilot. You were like
no.
but
the red
it's
one.
This but red. Yes.
The
okay.
pilot,
Yeah.
Tusk pilot, the red jet, the one that's all red.
Yeah, I know what one you're talking about now.
I don't think I have.
Took a minute to click.
Yeah, he's right here. Give me just a second. I'll grab it. This one.
Yeah.
That one. So, but yeah, go get your pre-order in for that figure. Do it now.
Do it now, or talk to your people about your peeps about backing Brutal Realm. We need to get them back on the show.
Yeah, because we got some. We got some questions we need to ask them, and we need to get them. We need to get them live to get their responses recorded.
Right.
You got some splaining to do, Brutal Realm.
Oh, yeah, and let's see. Oh, and again, I'm terrible with names. But the dude we had on talking about 9 to 5 Warriors is interested to come back on. So that'll be fun. We'll have to have him back on soon. And I've also reached out to a few other folks in the various interests of our show. So hopefully, fingers crossed, they will make an appearance. If not, oh well. But if there's someone out there that you want on our show, drop us a line, drop them a line, be like, yo, you need to come on our show, and we'll make it happen. So, anyway, let me say, let's wrap this up by, yes. No, that's a movie thing. What the heck was I going to say?
I don't know.
Okay, 25th. The 25th. Go check out the Action Figure Alliance podcast. Should be on YouTube. Action Figure Fight Club, which I think is Action Figure Alliance, if I'm not mistaken.
Action Figure Alliance.
Yeah.
And it's Figure Fight Club.
Right. That's hosted by him and a couple other folks. Their little trifecta, so to speak. So go check them out. That's on Wednesday, the 25th, I think. Wednesday? 23rd? Yeah, Wednesday. So, yeah. Okay, he's still here. Action Figure Alliance. Yes. Okay. Yes. Very good. I didn't screw it up, but I did. I
might have a dual screen thing going on though, so I'm definitely going to tune in. But I know there's going to be more talk about the Figura Obscura Frankenstein's creature on Mythic Legions, which is also on a Wednesday, which starts at like I think 7:30. So I may have like my TV on mute watching the Mythic Conversations and then the Action Figure Alliance here, so I can really, get in on a new show and check these guys out finally.
Which I don't know if Pops is still here, but Pops, you should check out these guys, Action Figure Alliance, and see about bringing them under the madness. You should. But they're going to be on. It's Action Figure Alliance, Wednesday the 25th at 8 p.m. on YouTube. So, go hit them up, tune into that, and maybe we can talk them into joining the madness. Make us an introduction. All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do. All right.
Yeah, get them guys together and see if they can work something out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, okay. So for our show, tune back in Friday. We will be reviewing Pumpkinhead and the Gate, as we mentioned earlier. And until there's another comment. Okay. So he was on the 3POA podcast Saturday, hyping the launch. That's awesome.
Yep.
Spreading the news. And Madness is saying, I'm always wanting to bring more shows to the network. And he's saying, we can definitely talk. All right. So that's good. We're making something happen right now. And
live on YouTube.
And because Pops, you were talking about you wanted to bring the kids onto the channel. You know what? I might have something for you. I could get my two kids and we could probably do a nice kids version, maybe on a Saturday or something. Because there didn't seem to be a whole lot of programming on Saturday this week. So I don't know. We'll talk. But yeah, so until next time, I'm going to play us out and listen to this awesome rocking song by J.M. Scherf. If I can get it to play. There we go.